Hey guys, it's the Eclectic Afro here on YouTube, and I wanted to welcome you all back to my channel. So it is officially 2017. We have made it through 2016, barely, but we are here to say that we can finally make it to the next year. So there's so much going on, a new president, different things that we haven't dealt with in 2016, and that's going to be today's video. I was inspired by Ronke Raji, who is a YouTuber on here. She is bomb.com, and I will list her information in the description bar. But basically, this is just going to be a different type of video where I will show how I do my basic makeup, and I am nowhere near a makeup artist, so please don't try to leave negative comments or anything like that. I only want positive vibes only in 2017. So if you have any constructive criticism, I am open to it, but let's just get started in this video because I'm going to keep talking forever. So the title of this video is the New Year's resolutions for Black women. And I know that's a little specific, but what everybody got to understand is as Black women, we go through our own type of ish. Like, it's on a whole nother level. Like, people go through ish, but we got ish on top of ish. And that's why I want to talk to you all today in this video about what we can do different. And I have 7 things here that I'm going to challenge you all on and talk to you all about and see what we as Black women can do in 2017 to help us glow up, to help us, you know, get what we're supposed to be, to get on queen status, to get on that boss moves, boss big things. But anyways, okay. So number 1 on the list is self-care. Everybody says the whole saying, oh, it's a new year, new me. Yes, if it's a new year, new you, you got to do new stuff. We can't keep doing the same stuff that we've been doing, and that's taking care of everybody, taking care of, you know, everything, and not taking care of ourselves. And I think that's a beautiful trait about Black women, that we have the strength and the resilience and the endurance to not only deal with our own problems, but we can also take on other things. And although that is a strong and beautiful thing, we also need to be mindful that if we're not okay, we're not going to be able to help anybody else. So just knowing that we have to put ourselves first this year, which is so hard, it is extremely hard for me to do. It's just hard in general. And I think that this year, starting off on the right foot and really taking time for ourselves will help us, you know, get to where we need to go. So the challenge for this year that I am challenging you all with is what's one self-care activity that you can do, like either monthly or bi-weekly, that is just for you. So that means, what is something that you can do that you really enjoy doing? Is that going to the movies? Is that reading your favorite magazine in peace, drinking chamomile tea with your fuzzy slippers on in a onesie? Is that washing your hair as long as you want? Whatever that you do that makes you feel good, no matter what other people may think about it, that's your self-care time. That's the time where you can like re-energize yourself to be the best woman that you can be. And I think that is really important for Black women. So I am challenging you all this year in 2017, what is one self-care activity that you can do monthly or bi-weekly that is just taking care of you? Number 2 on the New Year's resolutions for Black women is empowerment. Empowerment of self, empowerment of Black women, empowerment of Black men. I think as Black women, we do a pretty good job of empowering Black men. I'm not even want to, you know, slight us at all. I think 2 areas we definitely lack is in empowering ourselves and empowering other women. Sometimes it's hard to aspire to do great things when you have so many glass ceilings put in place by society telling you you can't do this, or you can't look this type of way and be successful, or you can't wear your hair this type of way. And in 2016, if I haven't seen anything else, I've seen Black women push through. I've seen them push down boundaries. I've seen them do things that people said that we never would be able to do. So why stop now? Why let, you know, the current circumstances of what's going on stop us from really achieving the goals that we have? Back in through history, there are plenty of people in history. Actually, no one's name has become famous by just waiting idly by for someone else to take that forefront. they have to be the first. And in order to be the first, you have to push those boundaries. So which boundaries are you going to push this year? And we need to empower ourselves as a community. We need to stick together. This is period, point blank. Times are getting hard. Times are getting harder, and they will continue to get hard. So this is how we need to rely on one another. And the challenge I have for this step is daily empowerment. At least 3 people a day. How can you empower them? That could be through just acts of kindness. That could be through just giving them that pat on the back, or just saying that motivation that you don't even know they could have needed just to get them through that task. How many people do you think that you can impact in one day? Now, I'm challenging you to do 3, but that's not stopping where you can go. But that should definitely be something for 2017 for, I think, Black women in general, to just empower other people and to empower ourselves all the time. I'm not even going to put a limit on how many times you should empower yourself. You need to always encourage yourself, because you are your biggest cheerleader, and you got to do what you got to do. Also, with empowerment, I wanted to give a shout out to all of my sorority sisters. Happy Founders Day to the lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Today is Founders Day, so this will be like a Founders Day get ready with me. But I thought it was fitting to wear my sorority shirt during this time of my first sister chat. So, yeah. Okay. Anyways, number 3. Number 3, I have learn. And when I say learn, that can be learn from your mistakes, learn from what you've been through in 2016. That can be anywhere from finishing a degree, finishing a program, taking an extra class that you need, that you've always wanted to just take just to obtain that knowledge, or learning more about yourself. I think that is important in order to get further and go past the limits that we've set for ourselves in the previous years. We have to learn what we did wrong in those years and learn how we can do those things better, because insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So learning from what we've been through will help us better get to where we need to go, which is again why I'm stressing that we need to learn more about our family history, more about our Black history. And I'm not trying to preach, but let me get my mic. We have to learn, you guys. Like, this generation, I know this generation is so bomb. And people always, they look down on, our generation, but we're bomb. The saddest thing is we just don't know it yet. Like, we are so bomb. And once we all get on the glow up status, and once we all really glow up, there is nobody that can stop us. We have to learn from what we have gone through, from what our ancestors have done, from what our parents have done, from what our forefathers have done for us, and the ways that they have made and how they did it. Because just because there's a completely different time difference, those things that they've used, those methods of resilience that they've used, we can use today. So we have to learn. And this year, I am challenging everyone to try to learn at least one new thing, at least 1 or 2 new things this year, be that a language, a recipe, a family tradition, family history, a dance, a song, anything. Just if you are actually learning. Everyone's learning daily. But if you're learning this one thing, challenge yourself to just be open to learning things, and who knows what could happen. Number 4, I have explore. So explore is important because I believe as Black women, we need to get outside of our comfort zones and also actually travel. So a lot of these points that I have can be very multifaceted, and they have different meanings. So for traveling, I want to focus on like traveling abroad, or traveling in your hometown, traveling across the country, or even stepping outside your comfort zone, being open to new ideas, doing new things that you never would have done before or never thought you would be able to do, and just being open to see what things that you can honestly just stumble upon when you have that sense of openness. So the challenge for this one is, where would you like to travel this year? You can either choose 2 places for every 6 months, or you can do 4 places and travel every 3 months. So again, that could just be right down the street. But if you're traveling somewhere you've never been to before, that's still being open to just traveling, getting outside of your comfort zone, and just breaking away that shell, breaking the chains in 2017. Number 5, I have stay active and stay healthy. Y'all, we really gotta get on it, like seriously. And I know everybody, we try to get on it when it comes time to look good in our bathing suits, but we have to stay healthy in other ways too. Have a healthy mind, have a healthy heart, have a healthy spirit, and have a healthy body. In those ways, that includes working out, meditating, journaling, praying, yoga, anything like that. And a lot of these things I'm definitely taking my own advice on, which I clearly should have stated for the ones that I've already done. But for the Explore one, I am trying to travel more this year. I'm going to have a whole separate video on traveling, but I really want to at least travel like 5 places this year. I'm going to force myself to travel those places, and those are going to be places within the country and outside of the country. And then to stay active, I have began working with a personal trainer who has been kicking my hoo-ha, and I can't walk usually when I'm leaving out of there, but it's really good, and I'm really trying to challenge myself to stay healthy and meet my fitness goals. So I will do another video about that as well. But yes, staying active and staying healthy is important, and is especially important for African American women and just in general women of color, because there are a lot of disabilities and health concerns that run, just in our genetics, and we have to be aware of it and just stay as healthy as possible. So the challenge that I have for this one is to create a weekly schedule in which you will, in some way, shape, or form, stay active this year. So again, that could be praying 3 times a week, or meditating 3 times a week, or going as far as I did as getting a personal trainer, or just being in a workout class, watching a YouTube video a workout video online. There are so many ways that you can stay active, but just keeping that schedule and keeping that regimen, and making sure, again, how all of these points tie into each other, that you're taking care of yourself and that you're doing what you got to do to be your best you. Number 6 is reconnect. So with Reconnect, that can be reconnecting with old friends, hobbies, pastimes, groups, churches, family members, or just the general community. Oftentimes when we're so busy with our work and everything that we have to do, we sometimes get detached from reality and what it is that we have going on. So which ways can you this year actually find that you can reconnect with somebody, like that friend that you fell off with because you were so busy with work, or that activity that you used to do but you didn't have time to do it anymore, or the church that you love to go to but you found that you were too tired to go on Sundays? I challenge you this year to find 1 to 2 ways that you will be able to reconnect with those things in your life that you have let go by the wayside or neglected a little while you have been caught up with everything that's going on. And then number 7 is the last one. Now, number 7 is the one that, again, I have to tie in and reiterate with everything. Number 7 is push through. We have to push through. Y'all, so many people want to see us down. So many people want to see us fail. But when you push through and you like, bitch, what? I'm here. I'm here and you're mad. And I'm still cute. And I'm still slaying. And I still got my own money. And I still got my own stuff. You're pushing through. Black women, we can push through. 2016 has shown me how beautiful we are as a people, how beautiful we are as when we exude that confidence that we have inside of us. We need to push through this year. 2017 is not going to get us. Just because Obama is out the White House and we don't have Michelle no more, we going to still push through for them. We have to push through for them. That's just the only thing. That's the respect that we have to give them. We have to push through. I'm challenging all of my lovely ladies. This is going to be a recurring thing in these sister chats. It's pushing through. We're going to have to slay. So my challenge is, How are you going to make 2017 your year? How are you going to make moves? How are you going to silence the haters? How are you going to go off, sis? Sis, how you about to go off? How you going to act? You can hear my hands clapping. How you about to act, sis? How you about to flex on them, sis? Please tell me. How are you about to show off? Like, what's that new position you about to get, sis? What's that new outfit you about to get, sis? Like, what's that new relationship with whoever you about to get, sis? Like, you about to be stunting on them, sis. But you got to take care of yourself first. You got to learn first. You got to do what you got to do first. And we have to come together and just slay. Y'all, we about to slay this year. We about to slay. I'm so confident about it, and I just know we are. So, yeah, I'm really need for everybody to come together and really try to slay this year. So I hope you all really like this different type of video. I know it's catered more toward women and especially women of color, but it's not that many inspirational videos out here for us. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this one. I will see you all in my nest. Talk to me, sis. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, sis.